Welp, this is where I leave you off. Have a great time at class camp. Look, sir, I really don't want to do this. Please bring me home where I have Wi-Fi and dogs that don't want to eat me. Well, you know, camping is a really cathartic experience. You get to be in the great outdoors with your friends, doing things that are helpful to your mind and body. Nature is also really beautiful. It's very cathartic and you might actually find yourself. Trust me, you'll love it here. You know, you actually might be right. Okay, bye! Have fun!
Yes, I have gone to class camp. Camp in the middle of the woods that the whole grade goes to in middle school. And I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty fun time. There were no phones and no parental guardians allowed on the trip. Man, when you say these things one after another, they sound kind of suspicious, though. I mean, like, who even let their kid go to this trip? I also remember that the rooms were kind of small, and they put, like, 4 different girls to one room. And don't even get me started on the mattresses. Once there was a tear in the mattress, and I legit found a newspaper. A newspaper! Good times, good times. Now, you're probably wondering, what was the incident that happened? Literally no one was wondering anything.
No one cares, Kyle. Shut up.
So you're probably wondering, what was the incident of this camping trip? Did we get lost? No. Did our cabin catch on fire? Almost, but no. Did we get attacked by bears? I wish it was worse. Wait, Bean, if that wasn't the incident, what was? Well, it's very simple, actually. I lost my shoe in a tree. What? I lost my shoe in a tree. I couldn't hear you. I lost my shoe in a tree, okay?
Now you're probably wondering, how in the frickin' world did I lose my shoe in a tree? Well, it's very simple, actually. You see, we did normal camp things at this camp, like canoeing and hiking and stuff, but we also did other things, like interpretive dance, which I naturally sucked at. Thank you, Albert, for that moving performance about Bigfoot and consumerism. Imitate a table, Bean. I said a table, not the color yellow riding a bicycle! And also dodgeball, which I kind of sucked at. You clods, you man! And that's the moment she knew. She ducked up. Another thing we got to do was ziplining. Now this was my jam. Sure, I had never done it before, but what's the worst that could happen, really? I mean, all I'm really doing is going at a really fast speed down a cliff, and the only thing keeping me safe is a rope suspended in the air. What's the worst that could happen?
And because I was so excited, that made me want to wear my favorite pair of shoes to zip line in. And yes, I know you shouldn't bring items with sentimental value with you places because it could get damaged or stolen. But try telling a 10-year-old that. In my defense, I was just young and stupid, but now I'm old and stupid, so it's a fair game. Anyway, I was getting ready to go on the zip line, and I was really excited. But there was a pebble in my shoe, and y'all already know how uncomfortable that is. So I tell the teacher to wait to push me until I get the pebble out. And guess what he did? He pushed you. He freaking pushed me! And in the struggle, I lost my shoe in a tree. How hilarious. And you know, for the longest time, this made me so peeved. But now that I look back, it's actually kind of funny. I mean, like, imagine what this guy was thinking at the time. Hey, I got a pebble in my shoe. Can you wait to push me? Sure. Okay, don't screw this up, brain. You can do it. Ah! Oops. After that point, I wasn't really sure what to do, as you can imagine, but it was so awkward asking the teacher for help. Teacher?
I lost my shoe in a tree.
I don't really know what the protocol is for this kind of thing, since I've never really heard it happen before, but they got the custodian, who then put on a brave face and then trekked out into the vast wilderness to find the tree that mercilessly robbed me of my shoe. But I mean, it wasn't that hard to find one specific tree. It's not like we were in a forest or anything. Wait, and it took forever, but eventually he found the tree that robbed me of my shoe, climbed up a ladder, and got it back for me. Can I get a heck yeah? So yeah, that was my story. I really hope you found it entertaining because it's my favorite story to tell people. And if you have any similar stories, tell me in the comments because I would love to hear. With all that said, eat your vegetables.